But then, go again, chapter 17, it's so crazy. We have in verse 14, quote, they, the 10 kings, will make war on the Lamb, and the Lamb will conquer them, end quote. So is this, quote, the Lamb, a new Christ, which is separate from the beast?
No, it's the old Christ. They're just going to make war on him by the people in the future. The 10 kings, the cognoscenti, will make war by
Hmm.
exposing Jesus as a fiction.
Hmm.
That's the war that's going to occur on the Lamb. They're going to destroy the Lamb by revealing the truth. See, the
Hmm.
Flavians have this problem in that they can't really reveal themselves as the author without pointing out that Jesus is a complete fiction.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
this is that's the dilemma that they're talking about there, is that the kings in the future, the cognoscenti, they're going to get rid of the Lamb at some point, or at least reveal him as a Flavian invention. And this has to happen. They're predicting it, and they want it to happen, and it must happen because that's the only way the Flavians are going to get anyone in the future to pay attention to them, even give them their hour of fame.
Hmm.
You see, so this, I think this is really insider kind of prefiguration typology humor,
Hmm.
that they're sitting in a room and they're writing for the future, for posterity,
Hmm.
and they are aware, this is the whole purpose of their literary circle, is that the future will eventually understand that they wrote it in such a way that they could be, understood as the authors of the literature. Um, and they are having fun. I mean, to me, when you read these passages, these aren't, they are a mockery of, like the Habakkuk Pesher, with this kind of serious belief in the ability to see in the future because of the literature you have in front of you, right?
Yeah.
They're mocking that. They're saying, look, this is ludicrous. These people are morons.
Hmm.
Um, and we are creating, this prophecy in the future, but it isn't something they take seriously. It is just being written. Really, Billy, it's the sad thing is the real kind of uh, reason for the literature's existence is just the laughter and enjoyment of the literary circle that Domitian is sitting amidst when the literature is being presented to one another. This is just like a group of comedians in Las
Hmm.
Vegas working out a routine, and they're just rolling in the aisles with it, and it's they don't even care if it works for the audience later on. They are enjoying it. That's
Hmm.
that's what is kind of the engine for the production of the literature. I'm very sure it's just the enjoyment they had at the moment they were coming up with the stuff, and they would look at one another and they would come up with sentences. And I mean, certainly Domitian would have been in the circle,
Hmm.
and they're just laughing their ass off. And what is funny is the idea of some Christian believing the literature as being, of a divine origin. You see, the
Yeah.
the mockery requires their arrogance and belief in themselves as these special intellects, and also their hatred and derision of the intellect of the mob who Christianity is being written for. So that relationship is what the basis for their vicious humor. And it's sad because Jesus is so much in our culture as the
Yeah.
basis of any strong and good moral principles. But the problem is that if you look at the literature closely, you see that the Caesars are not really trying to create virtue here in the
Yeah.
future. They are just having fun. They are just having fun.